Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and I'm back once again with another Godzilla movie review. Today I am joined with a few special guests. I am joined by, once again, Godzilla, yo, and Kong, yo, and of course Mothra. But with three new guests. Shimo, yo, Suko, hey, Doug, and over here, Scarking. Why am I over here again? Well, when I proposed the idea of reviewing Godzilla, when I proposed the idea to Shimo, of you, being a part of the movie review and being a special guest, she kind of did not have a good reaction, and neither did Monkey Boy. So, I'm keeping you over here for the time being. Oh yeah, well, what are they gonna do? Shut up! Ow! You false king. Alright. Anyways, today we're gonna be reviewing Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, the fifth installment of the Monsterverse. And wait. What is it, Godzilla? Why aren't you reviewing Godzilla -1? It came out before my movie came out. Well, did your movie got announced? Out? Well, that may be true, but your movie got announced first. -1 came out after your movie was announced. It was announced somewhere at the end of 2022. So, your movie was announced in the middle of 2022. He has a point. And speaking of -1, he's actually over there. He's actually kind of waiting for us to get this review done so I can review his movie. So, yeah. Anyways, back what I was saying. We are reviewing, like I said before, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, the fifth installment to the Monsterverse. And honestly, this film is better than Godzilla vs. Kong. Let me explain why. Spoilers for those who have not seen the movie. This video contains massive spoilers, so if you have not seen the movie, please leave this video, go watch the movie, and then come back and I can watch my review. So far, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire is so far the most successful movie in the Monsterverse, even surpassing that of Godzilla vs. Kong. The movie begins where we see a scene where Kong is running from a bunch of warthogs. And wait, where's Warthog, Drowned Viper, frickin' Skila, and T-Mac? Well, for one, they didn't make a Drowned Viper figure yet. And two, they haven't made a Skila figure yet. They did make a T-Mac figure, but I'm not gonna, and a Warthog figure, but it's a tiny one. So, plus I wanted to get this review out of the way, so, yeah, fair enough. Anyways, Kong is running from the warthogs and eventually avoids them and lures them into a trap. And there was a pretty cool and interesting scene where Kong grabs one of the dead warthogs and just rips the damn thing in half, covering himself with green blood. And this is a big question I had to ask. Why does every creature in the Hollow Earth have green blood? Seriously, what is this, aliens? Is this being directed by the Xenomorphs? I should have known he was about to ask that question. Seriously, every creature in the Hollow Earth has green blood. Why is it always green? And why can't it be blue or purple? Or even white blood? That would be interesting. Anyways, after that, Kong takes a shower and he's about to eat his food until he gets a tooth infection. And before he can do anything about it, this little bugger over here Compton steals Kong's food. Little turd. Get him, Doug. Godzilla, control your pet. No. Oh yeah, just a little FYI, we're not gonna make Doug in this AU super powerful because we get the meme, okay? We get it. Anyways, Kong hears the sounds of another member of his own species, but it turns out to be a frog mimicking his sounds, which this ends up being Parrot Frog. And I would say there are a lot more monsters in this movie rather than all the other ones combined. All the other movies combined. And there's actually really good emotional moments in this movie. And honestly, I don't care what the critics say about this movie. It was actually a really good movie. And besides, the critics don't know what the hell they're talking about. And people need to stop making comparisons with this movie to -1. Yeah, that's kind of getting a little old. What he said. Anyways, we cut to Dr. Eileen Andrews, and she gets a haircut. But anyways, we get some stock footage of the previous movie, Godzilla vs. Kong, and we get the return of Skeela. Enjoy it while you can. And Skeela's new design looks really interesting. She's in Rome causing destruction, and of course, Godzilla senses it and leaves to go kick some ass. Literally. More like overkill, dude. It's bad enough Skeela fans are giving me death threats and hate mail every single day. I warned Adam Wingard about this. I warned him that would happen. And let me guess, he didn't listen. No, he did not. I warned him. I told him, being like, hey, killing Skeela is a bad idea. I'm just saying that, because a lot of fans like this kaiju. Yeah, so Godzilla wastes no time and fucking one-shot Skeela. Poor Skeela. She didn't even get a chance to land a single hit. And Godzilla just freaking one-shots her. And then we get the title card. So after that, Kong starts heading back home, and Gia and Dr. Andrews is basically having a difficult time trying to convince the Italian military to leave Godzilla alone. And we get one of the most weirdest but cutest moments in the movie, and that is Godzilla sleeping in the Coliseum. And fun fact, the novelization confirms that it reminds Godzilla of his home. As much as I appreciate Dr. Zerazawa's sacrifice, it blew up my home. I'm homesick, people. Now you know how I feel. Shut the fuck up, Kong. At least you still had your home before I lost mine. So, Gia is having visions, and she does, make some weird drawings in class and gets in trouble for it. And, obviously, we see a scene where Dr. Andrews is basically struggling being a parent. I know how that feels. Yeah, so... And we get a really interesting scene on TV where we see some of the Monarch personnel picking out Gia after Kong saved her life. Which is really interesting, and I wish we actually saw that in Godzilla vs. Kong, where we see a flashback where Kong saves Gia from the flood. Yeah, that would be really interesting. Anyways, Gia is having more visions, and she thinks that something is wrong with her. Dr. Andrews seeks out Bernie for help. However, before they can get into detail of what's going on with Gia, and of course the radar thing, Dr. Andrews gets a call about Godzilla waking up. And he's on the move. And one of the funny scenes happen. We see Godzilla stepping on a sprayed painting on the wall that shows him eating pizza, and a lot of people pointed out a little fun Easter egg that shows Pacific Rim, Jet Jaguar, Dora. It was really funny. I'm glad the audience caught that little Easter egg. I'm glad they caught that Easter egg. And there was actually another cool, funny scene where a helicopter flies way too close to Godzilla. Godzilla turns his head and looks at it and just roars, saying, "Get away from me." I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway, so Dr. Andrews tries to convince the world government that Godzilla is on the move because he senses a threat, and of course Kong comes onto the surface. And of course everyone starts freaking out because they're wondering if Godzilla senses Kong and he's on his way to basically clap Kong's cheeks again. Oh, please, no. I don't want that happening. I don't want that happening to me again. Luckily for him, Godzilla doesn't know that Kong's on the surface, unless the novelization confirms that Godzilla knew that Kong was on the surface, but didn't bother with him. After Kong comes on the surface, Gia tells Dr. Andrews that Kong is hurt. And of course, Kong gets his tooth replaced by a new silver tooth, and this new silver tooth and the old tooth was ripped out by possibly my favorite human character on Team Kong, and that character being Trapper. I like this character a lot more than that We Need Kong guy. I hate that character. And I wanted that character to die in the Godzilla vs. Kong. But with Trapper, he's actually funny and really likable. A lot of people like this character. So, this is the one human character, besides Gia, from Team Kong, that I actually have no problems with. And he might possibly be a new favorite character of mine. Anyways, Bernie tells Dr. Andrews that someone or something is calling for help in the Hollow Earth. So Dr. Andrews, Trapper, Gia, and Bernie go to the Hollow Earth. And, well, while they're in the Hollow Earth, we get the Verge scenes, which are new kaiju. And they look very Avatar-looking like. They look like something that came out of Avatar, Way to the Water, or something. They kind of do now that you say it out loud.